Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to MSS Mentorship and Online Classes. I am Mohamed Sheikh Sisi, your tutor and your mentor. Today, I am going to take you through the processes to become a registered student with ACCA and ICASL as well. Currently, I have over 24 students who are not yet registered with ICASL as well as ACCA. So therefore, I decided to do this video as part of my mentorship to encourage all of my students to become a registered member with ACCA as well as ICASL. I want to tell you the reason why you need to register. Firstly, ACCA is a globally recognized professional qualification. It operates over 180 countries in the world. And also, one key benefit about ACCA, it gives you a career opportunity. With ACCA, you can become a finance personnel, you can become an accountant, you can become an auditor, as well as you can become a tax consultant. So because of these varieties of professional um, opportunities, it is very much important you consider yourself to be a registered student and also start to take your examinations as well. So we are going through the processes that involved to become a registered member. Now, the registration process varies from country to country. This will only be important in Sierra Leone. Now, this is a document I obtained from ICASL with regards to the registration process. And for you to become a registered member with ACCA as well as ICASL, you need to write a formal application letter. You are going to address the application letter to the Director of Chartered Accountants of Sierra Leone. Attached with the application letter will be any of the following documents, which is very much important. A document that will provide or show a proof of identification, which can be your birth certificate, your passport, driver's license, or your national ID card. Secondly, you need to provide a proof of your educational background, which can be your certificate, your transcript, or your statement of result, whichever document you are going to use to do your registration process. Also, you are going to submit the application form with your relevant documentations along with the application fee of 200 leones. Thereafter, a interview time will be scheduled based on the ICASL timing. It will be communicated to you as to when and how you are going to have the interview. Thereafter, we have a breakdown of cost that you need to incur with regards to your registration process. Currently, plus or minus, the cost will be 2024 leones. A breakdown of the cost will be you're going to pay 36 pounds for ACC registration, and the leos equivalent will be determined based on the rate at the date of payment. Plus or minus, let's assume it is 34 leones per pound. So you are going to pay 1,224 leones for the 36 pound you are going to pay to ACCA for registration. Also, you are going to pay your ICASL registration fee of 300 leones, and also you are going to pay subscription to ICASL of 400 leones. Finally, you are going to make a payment for bank charges of 100 leones. Cumulatively, it results to 2024 leones. This is the amount you are going to pay for your registration. For you to become a registered student with ACCA and ICASL, this is the total cost you are going to pay for become a registered student. So it is very much important you take note of the breakdown and also the cost involved. Furthermore, we are going to look at the exemption process because ACCA gives exemptions to students with some fundamental qualifications, as exemptions are credits given out to students with the expectation that they have already completed studies in that particular area. So now, who can get exemption, which is very much important. We need to know the categories of people that are eligible for an exemption. A degree holder in accounting, finance, and business will be entitled to exemption. It can be 4 papers or 3 papers, depending to your qualification. Also, a student who has achieved another professional qualification like the CIMA, the ICANN, or the CPA, also ACCA will give that particular student an exemption. You are not going to sit all of the papers. Some amount of papers will be exempted. You are not going to sit that particular papers, but you are going to make payments for those papers that will be exempted. So now we are going to look at the exemption rate for each paper and then the cumulative calculation as well. Now, for the exemptions, for the applied knowledge exemptions, when we're talking about applied knowledge, it means from F1 to F3, you are going to pay 40 per each paper. So in total, you are going to pay 120 pound for the applied knowledge exams. Secondly, you are going to pay for applied skills exam, which is a paper. If you are an applied accounting student, you will be exempted 4 papers from F1 to F4. F4, you are going to pay 58 pound. So in total, you are going to pay 120 pound plus 58 pound for your exemptions. Now, when talking about exemption, you are not going to sit these exams again, but you are going to pay, and then you will be continue to the next paper, which is performance management, and so on to professional level. So basically, this is the process that involves to become a registered student, as well as for you to start doing your exams. It is very much important as the registration process is the first phase for you to become a chartered accountant, for you to become a member of this noble fraternity. You need to be a registered student. So I have communicated with ICASL relating to the registration process. If any of my students want to do the registration, you can message me, then I'm going to forward your documentation to ICASL so we can do the registration process together. So this is just to inform you that it is very much important you consider a registration process as part of your journey to become a chartered accountant. Thank you all. Hope to get the best from you. Thank you all.